Common cold is seen typically in 4 seasons. The main manifestations are headache, fever and chills, runny nose and sneezing. Fever is seen typically in the upper respiratory infection, local infection of the body, and various infectious diseases. Points and holographic areas can be scraped for treating a series of syndrome of common cold. Scraping therapy can be used to regulate the qi mechanism of organs, make sweat pores open, in order to eliminate wind and cold, dispel superficial evils, and clear away heat. Scraping therapy may be used as a supportive treatment for fever caused by other factors. Scraping regions for cold and fever are similar. The difference is scraping is mainly applied to G20, LI11, and Shu points on the back for treating fever. This is a friend from Brazil who had common cold, headache, runny nose, nasal obstruction, aching pain in all of the body. He asked to be treated with scraping regions. Scrap middle region of forehead using rigorous scraping, and then scrap bilateral region 1 lateral to forehead. Scrap the points.
百会、哑门、风池、迎香、大椎、至阳、中府、曲池、合谷、列缺、足三里。感冒可以先刮拭全
First,
头
scrap
部
the head for common cold.
侧头部
Scrap the side
头顶
and vertex of the head
从后
from
向
back to
前
front.
刮拭后头
Scrap the
部
back of the head
从
from
上
the upper
向
to the
下
lower
从
and
左
from
至
left
右
to right.
左侧
The
风池
patient
穴
feels
患者
obvious
感觉
pain on the
疼痛
left
明显
G20 point,
右侧疼
no
痛
pain
不
on the
明显
right.
经过
The
刮拭全
pathologic
头部的经
portion
脉
can be
可以
discovered
根据
according
疼
to
痛的部
painful
位
part.
发现病变的部位。患者左
Obvious
侧
pain
头
on the
部
left side
左
of
侧
the
风
head
池穴
and
疼痛
G20 point indicate
说明病变的
pathologic
经脉
meridian
在
on the
左
left side,
我们可以
where
重
should
点
be
刮拭
mainly
左侧
scrapped.
的经脉。感冒
The
要刮
cervical
拭颈
vertebra
椎
should be
因为
scrapped
颈椎
because
是
it is the
头部的
corresponding
最
region of the head.
先刮拭
Scrap the
颈
center
椎
of the
中央
cervical
再
vertebra
刮拭
and then
左
scrap
侧
the parts bilateral to the cervical vertebra.
患者鼻子
Scrap or
堵塞
knead
严重
mainly
可以重
LI20
点刮拭
point
和
for
按
severe
揉
nasal
迎香穴
obstruction.
大椎
GV14 is the
是感冒
important
并发的重要
point
穴位
and scrap from
用
GV14
面
to
刮法
GV9
从上向
and
下
from the
刮大椎
upper to
到
lower
腹部
using broad
与肺
scrapping.
腧平行的
Bilateral
椎体出痧较
B13
多
point should be
要加刮
added
两侧
because
肺腧
continuous bleeding appear there.
现在所刮的
Now
部
the
位
scrapped part
也是
is the
心
corresponding
肺的
region of the heart
脊椎
and
对
lung
应
on the
区
vertebra,
如果
where
感
should
冒
be
咳嗽
scrapped
的患
mainly
者
for common cold
重
and
点要
cough.
刮拭肺腧穴。前胸中府穴
Scrap L1
用刮板
point
角
on the
度
chest
从
from
上
the
向
upper
下
to
刮
lower using the
上肢
corner of
曲池
plate.
穴
Scrap LI11.
以列缺为
With
中心
L7
从
point
上
as a
向下
center,
刮
scrap from the upper to
按揉
lower.
大拇指外侧
Kneading the
中点
midpoint
可以迅速
lateral to the
改善鼻
thumb
子
can
堵塞的
improve the
症状
symptom of nasal obstruction.
当感冒发热的
During
时候
common cold
要
and
重点
fever,
刮拭背部
scrapping should be
大
applied
椎到
mainly
阳
at
和
GV14
两
to
侧的
GV9 and B11 to B13 on the
重点
back.
刮拭这个部位
Appearance of
刮拭
cutaneous
出痧
bleeding
可
can
以
reduce
快速
fever
退烧
rapidly.
发烧的
During
时候要大
fever,
力刮
whole
拭
palm
全手
can
掌
be scrapped
重
heavily,
点是大小鱼
and
际的部
scrapping
位
should be applied mainly
可以
at the
调动机
thenar
体
and
的抗病能
hypothenar
力
in
加
order
快
to
退
bring the
热的
body's
速度
ability to
也
fight
可以刮
disease.
拭全足掌
The sole may be also scrapped,
重点刮
and
拭
scrapping should be
肺的
applied
对应区
mainly at the corresponding
也可以
region
对
of the
肺的
lung,
对应
where
区
can also
进
be
行按
kneaded.
揉